All right, I finished this one. Finished decorating it, and I really like how it turned out. So I put this ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby. I sold Margaret. I think I got it in July at Hobby Lobby on clearance. Remember, they had the 3 rolls of the kind of different. You can get the blues, the reds. Anyway, so I put Holly from Hobby Lobby on there. Poinsettias, Hobby Lobby. There we go. And this is an 8x8. Okay, and then I finished decorating. And on this one, I just painted, I'm going to get some green and put it around. But I painted it around, and this has the canvas board. I actually don't like the canvas board. It's too heavy, so you don't need the canvas board to do these. And this is a 6x6 off a 6x6 paper pad. Okay. And then I did this one. I finished this one, Santa up. And these are just, this is a card that's inside here. And I glued this ribbon on the back, and it's lightweight because of we used watercolor paper on our 8x10s. Sorry, I know I'm all over the place. I'm hand holding. And so there we go. Oops, sorry. So this is a Merry Christmas, I believe, from Dollar Tree. More poinsettias. This I put rub on. I'd gotten at scrapbook.com, I think, as a freebie. So I just added that. I painted underneath and then put on the gold music rub-ons. And then this with layered with the felt-like snowflakes. I can talk, not. And then more there. This one I went around with Dollar Tree ribbon with the gold. Hopefully you can see that okay. But yeah, it's just paper in the back. I could have painted it to make it look more finished, I guess, but I'm not going to worry about it. And I put 2 snowflakes just to kind of make this pop a little bit. So, it's been highly requested that I do a tutorial, so I'm going to do my best to walk us through this. So what you'll need when I got out, I thought I'd try one of these. I was at Dollar Tree today, of course. What are we gonna do? Anyway, and this is an 8x10. It doesn't matter that it's decorated. I just want to try out, is it made well enough? And I think it is, because this one here, sorry, is just a plain Dollar Tree one, and it was fine. So, because you're cutting the canvas and decorating it, so I don't think it's going to matter. I picked out my card. Remember I got all those cards last year at thrift stores? I don't know, you guys seem to remember more about my shopping habits than I do, so you probably go, yep, I remember. Anyway, I found a bunch of those musical ones. I don't know if you remember that, where I was like, do you guys hear that? Anyway, okay, back to, see, this is why I can't do these. I talk too much. So I got a card. I picked out my card. It's going to go in the center like Santa did. This, I'm using paper that's a little bit thinner than from the Hobby Lobby. From Hobby Lobby, not the Hobby Lobby. I'm walking you over here. I got a little station set up. Oh my gosh, the house is a mess. But this stuff. And it comes in a 6x. I don't know if they're still selling it, but it's not as stiff and thick as your regular craft, decorated papers. Cardstock. Yeah, I can't even talk, much less do this. So, and I'll need a panel of watercolor paper for the back. I used a glue gun. I find this works awesome for Fabri-Tac, for like my ribbons and the paper. It just really like it, so I'm using that. I'm going to paint the inside red, and so I'm just using this chalk paint. You could use regular paint too, doesn't matter. And you'll need Mod Podge and paintbrushes and an X-Acto knife. Okay. All right, I've got out my chalk decor paint, and I'm just painting the inside because that's going to get peeled back when I cut it. I'm not prepping the canvas at all. You could put gesso on it so it wouldn't soak up the paint so much, but I'm a lazy painter. So, lazy crafter, I should say. Power's still off at Emma's school, so she and I are bonding this week. It's like, oh my lord. I think they say it's still off, so probably no daycare tomorrow, which is fine. I enjoy her, but just I have to get up earlier than I usually do. Just saying. Anyway, oh my lord. And then she gets out earlier than her dad gets home. So I will be picking her up after school as well. She's going to be tired of grandma. No, she'll never get... I did tell her mom, can you send her with breakfast? Because I just eat peanut butter and toast. I don't... So she did. Which that helped. Because we ain't going out for a donut every time she comes over, for heaven's sakes. All right. So you really don't have to be too careful with this because the card itself is not going to... and you're not cutting it all the way, but I did notice that where the points are, I had to go back. Let me grab my thing. So where these are, now the normal person wouldn't notice it, but I could see the white and it bothered me. So I just went in afterwards and painted, and I'm going to do that this way too this time just because... I don't know exactly where it'll need paint. And you don't need to paint all the way around, just where it's open. If that makes sense. Okay. Then I'll let this dry. You can use a heat gun to dry it. But I got to make dinners in between. So I'll come back after dinner and we'll work on this some more. Welcome to my little world, huh? Still can't get into my park. You guys are so sweet. All your prayers and encouragement about my trailer. I do have insurance on it, but it'll only insure what the value of the trailer, which it's 2016, I think. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. What would that be? Blue Book on it or something? So, yeah. But selling it's probably not the best. Selling a lot wouldn't really get me much because there's going to be a lot of lots for sale, I think. Because, it is what it is, so... Yep. I guess I could call my insurance now and find out if it's ruined, what do I do? But, and then tomorrow I got to go to Verizon. The bank wants to have copies of the texts that were sent to me from this fraudulent thing. I'm like, okay, you should have told me when I was there. I'm really low tech, and I don't know how to retrieve. I think I got rid of all of them. And they said, well, if you go on Verizon, you can figure out they'll show you how to retrieve them. No, everything they show, I don't have whatever. Anyway, so I'm going to the Verizon Help Center tomorrow. I hate the Verizon store. It's like going to the dentist. I just can't stand it in there. Takes forever, whatever you're doing. But I was able to make an appointment, so that should help. So anyway... it's worth it. I got to get my $15,000 back if I can. I at least have to try, right? Okay. That's painted. Let it dry. All right. While this is drying, the paint, I'm going to Mod Podge my piece of paper on. So I got out my Mod Podge, poured it on paper plate. And I'm just going to wipe this on here. Make sure I cover all of it. Now, the first one we did, the gal said, oh, you need to iron the paper? No, you don't need to iron the paper. In fact, I think it messed it up. So, there you go. I think to help the wrinkle part. So, we're not going to iron it. Watch, I'll be like, oh, we need to iron it. So far, I think this canvas is just fine, and it's $1.25. Pretty good deal. Okay, so I think I cut this a little small because at first it was too big. 8 by 10. Go this way, Kim. But I'll edge it with paint anyway, so it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh, and then... to get it on there, so it's all... I use this facial roller. I need to make sure this is on here as straight as I can, because that is my downfall. I cannot do straight to save my soul. Okay, my soul is needing saving. Just kidding. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna roll this puppy on here. You want it, because in the middle is where we're gonna, that rolling isn't working because it's soft in the middle, so I'm not gonna quit doing that. But when I cut it, I'll probably roll it. That's what I did last time. Like I said, I am not an expert, but everybody keeps asking for this, so it's like, okay, fine, I'll do a tutorial. What am I gonna do with all these? I don't know, but they sure are fun. I'll just do it lightly on here. Press it, press it, press it. And we didn't do Mod Podge on the outside last time. So see where this is? I'm just going to go around with red anyway and kind of make it like I did on here. And I think I like that look, kind of like you do with your inks, right? So I'm not going to stress about that. So don't you stress about it. I am not a perfectionist, so if you are, you will want to stress about it. Okay. The inside of the back, I guess you would call it, the canvas, is pretty dry. I think it's dry enough to work with. And then this is, don't worry about that warping because I'm going to be cutting that there. So now the next step is to take the card and decide, or whatever picture you're using, where you want the, you know, the opening to be. So I think I'm just gonna put it there and then push here. So I'm pushing through and I'm making a mark. That's where I'm gonna start. Not very scientific, but you know. Okay, hang on. I gotta get my X-Acto knife. I was not ready as I thought I would be. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this, you'll see a lot of them show cutting it and from the other side. We saw one gal do it from the inside with an X-Acto knife way better. Now you could do 4, which is what I did on the Santa, 4 flaps, you know, 4 cuts, or 8. I kind of like just the 4, but we'll see what I end up doing. Okay, so I'm going to start here at the point and cut on through straight as I can. You always make it bigger if you need to. Hopefully you can see this. And then through here, the other way. Make sure it's going through. Okay, let's see if that cut through. It needs to be more. No, it did not. Let me get a different one. This is real life here, people. Let me get a different blade, see if this works better. Yeah, this feels like it's going all the way through. It's a little bit thicker. There we go. And again. Ugh, I'm not staying on the line. I'll probably have to trim it. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay. This one needs to be cut a little more. Okay. Should have just... I can feel that the paint is a little damp. So I don't know that chalk paint is the right way to go because it's pretty thick, so I don't know. But, you know, whatever. I'm wishing now that I'd done, because this has blue in it, I had painted this blue or made this with some blue in it, this color blue. But I did not, so I'm not gonna... It's okay, I'll be alright. So this is not that hard, but you have to remember, last time I didn't remember to glue the paper down before I cut the canvas. That was, I fixed it, I was able to get it. Now see, this isn't sticking, I'll just add some more glue there. Okay. Let's see here. So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. You know what I think I might? I'm gonna go for the multiple flaps. So now I'm gonna cut this like this. Okay, sounds like I will get Emma tomorrow. It's like, oh boy. Bet my son's gonna try to get off her. She goes, "Can I FaceTime you?" And I go, "I feel like I've seen you." I feel like we've had a lot of time together this week. I'm good. You know I love her. She loves the grandmas, and I am blessed for that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm getting impatient, so I'll have to re-glue some of that. And it looks like I need to cut this one. There we go. Okay. And then I'm going to take the glue gun. Yeah, that looks good. And I will go around and open each of these. So I'll come back and do that in a minute. All right, for the parts that are coming unglued, I'm using Fabri-Tac because it's gluing to canvas, right? So I'm going to just go in there. Try to line it up as best I can, but it's going to be turned under too if you go like I did on the last one. Margaret did hers a little bit different on that part. Let's see if there are any more. I think we're good. Wait a minute. Get over here, you little... You guys, seriously. Why? Why do you want me to do a tutorial? Hey, God. All right. So I glued that down. Next, I'll get the glue gun out and we'll do the flaps. All right. This is not a cordless one, but I heated it up. Okay. I think I'll curl this one under. We were laughing yesterday, Margaret and I, because we were trying to use I said, we should use these little rubber tip things for your fingers. And she goes, well, my fingers are too big for that. And I go, you know, so are mine. So fine. They didn't fit. I could put them on my pinky, but that's not going to do any good. They're the Dollar Tree ones. I don't know if other brands are a bit bigger or not. Hang on, trying not to burn myself here. Okay, so I'm going to kind of keep this. I will say that the Dollar Tree hot glue gun glues don't work as good as other brands, the name brands. They just don't seem to stick as good. That's what we're finding anyway in our doing these. Sorry, not on. Okay, and then I'll do this one under. Ow, yeah, hot glue. Molten lava. Okay, so almost done. Let's see here. Oops, is that? It's not gonna matter because I'm curling it under. Oh shoot, I need to do it this way. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take the red paint and just touch up the edges and the points on this canvas. I can't talk. Well, we all know that. Anyway, get rid of some of the white here, I guess. I don't know why this one appears more white than the last one. Don't know. Well, oops, I'm gonna have to re-glue that one. It's coming up. And then I'll come back. I'll keep doing this, but I'll just show. And then I'm going to go around and touch up the edges. And just kind of, where's my paper towel? Make it look like I'm kind of like when we take our, inks and do the edges. I'm just doing that with the red paint. I'm going to dab it on so it's on a little thicker there because it's covering up white. So I'll go around, finish up touching up this, and then I'll be back with the next step. All right, I'm going to glue the card onto, I've decided to try just regular, this is Stampin' Up! Heavy cardstock for my background. We'll see. We're going to give it a go. I'm going to do a couple different things on this. So I'm trying something. You guys are my guinea pigs. So I'm trying to do it this way, put the picture in or the card in so that I can line it up as it would be when it's showing, if that makes sense. I'm going to slide it in there and center it. Oops, sorry. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, what I thought I might do, see this stuff won't show, is I have this hunky-dory, what is this, vellum? Acetate, rather. And I thought this might look kind of cool. I'm going to use some tape. Like I said, you guys are my guinea pigs. So I'm going to try putting some acetate, the snowflake acetate. I think it'll look kind of cool. What the heck? Here we go. Boo-boo. It's getting late. Kim's losing it. Somebody did a drone of over their part of the park. I'm like, and showed their own checked on their own trailer. I'm thinking, hello, we need some drones, people. That would be cool. Modern technology. We don't have to go in there on foot. We could just hire it done, maybe by a drone. Isn't that something? Jeez, who'd have thunk it? So I don't know. Got it. Burnishing it. See if that'll work. There we go. Is that coming up? Yep. Okay. Oh, and then I also need to put ribbon here. And I will say I went and got a bunch of this for the ladies to use, but this is the perfect width. What is this? 5/8. So by 5/8 inch. And especially for this one that was pre-printed, it had all this on there. But I did go around with red just in case. And again, because it's canvas coated, I think this Fabri-Tac is the best way to go. So let's glue that down. But you see, this is not hard. And if you do the lighter paper in the back, you can hang this with a ribbon. It's easier, it's not so heavy. Sorry, I'm bumping the camera. Oh, sorry. That was boring. It's worse than watching paint dry. Looking at a mat without anybody in it. Anything to do. Yeah, I'm not mitering corners or anything. You guys can take this to whatever level you want. I'm just kind of a simple person. And really, I mean, I don't know how long these will hold up over time, so we'll wait and see. But yeah, very cute, fun little project. Fun, fun, fun. And you can use just the canvases from, you can use any size, but Dollar Tree ones are working great. Perfect. So this would be fun for, you know, maybe a little older kiddo to do. Fun little family project. Have everybody have their own canvas. And I'm just pulling this tight so it won't be loose on here. Trying to get it as close to the edge as I can. Make sure I go around and press down. Look at that. Perfect. So yeah. So then that really doesn't show until you have, but you want it to look finished. So there we go. I don't know how much is on each one. That's probably, I think I bought 2 of each of these rolls. I keep thinking there's like 20 women. It's only going to be 5 of us. You know, I'm not that happy with the red on the sides, but by the time I bling it up, nobody will really pay attention to that. So I should have been a little more precise in my cutting of the paper. Well, I got out a bunch of stuff, but I think I've come up with what I want to do here. So I'm going to glue some dots, put some dots down here. And put this snow trim. Sorry, I got too much stuff on my table now. This place is a mess, I'm telling you. It's like the bomb cyclone hit inside my house instead of outside my house. Okay. But having fun, that's the main thing. Okay, so here we go. Put that down. I've decided not to put as much on as, not on every tip. Every fold, it's too much. So there's that. And somebody made me, and I've used some of them, these beautiful poinsettias. I am so sorry I don't write down who gives me, I'm really bad about that, so I apologize. But now what did I do with it? It was a red one. Here it is. Isn't this gorgeous? So thank you, thank you. If that is you, tell me down below. I would love to know that. I'm going to put that at the top. This is actually off center, as much as I tried, but oh well. Oh! A bit of glue, or a lot of glue. Let's see here. I know, hot molten, but I don't want that to... I could have just done fabric tack, but for some reason I'm going with this. Okay, and then I have... So the trim came from this. I believe this is Hobby Lobby. And I took a Santa out from this set that I just got at TJ Maxx, and this was tinsel and trims. Isn't he cute? So I'm hoping this is going to work. We'll see. Because he's, you know, it's not going to be flat here. So I'm going to put glue here and glue on the top of him here. Let's see. And I'm going to lean him in. I just really couldn't find anything that was blue, so I'm not really picking up on the blue, but I think it's okay. There's red in there, so. Ow. Schnikelody. Hot lava. Okay, I think it's gonna work, guys. I will take a picture and show it in the caption or whatever. In part of this video, I'll do a video of it. Okay, so that is it. That's how I do it. Thank you for joining me. Hope this helps. Take care. Bye-bye. Right, there is the finished product. I think it turned out super pretty. Very happy with this. And the Santa seems to be hanging on. And that red paint on that canvas looks like velvet, doesn't it? So that is how you do it. How you make a busted canvas, exploding canvas, whatever you want to call it. Very fun. Hope you try one. If you do, send me a picture. All right, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.